Namaste! Namaste, Big Cat. Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. We'll kick off with the Lord's Prayer, darling dears. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So be it moat. Energy up. Big Cat, what go on? You good? Let's see who's in the chat before we kick off with what's going on in the planetary energies, darling dear. First in the chat, I can't even see it. Let me move my map over. Hold on. Dawn, Single, hello. Fist Bump, Wagwan, Lisa Scott, H, hello. Alexis Holmes, glad you could pop in. Big Cat Wave, Bird Nest, Wagwan. You not let nobody perch on you with their boot swanky, right? Fist Bump. Who else is here? Sandy D. Sandy, I'm glad you popped in, darling there. Pinky's up. Unicorn Ladybug, Karen Ballard, Angel Love Flower Child. Yes, baby, Big Cat to represent. Don't Deshaun Ashley, Leopard Games, Pinky's up, Jacqueline, Harrington, Big Cat Wave, Pressure. I saw the skeet, always can do with the pressure. Fist Bump. Yes, baby, we're going to dive in today, see what's going on, right, in the planetary energies, because I'm telling you, as we try to kick our way into our infinite possibilities, the devil always working to bring a big cat down. We have a full moon, darling dears, in Virgo no less. What does a full moon mean? Well, I'm going to tell you, give me a mo. A full moon is a time to what? Harvest the intentions and wishes you set at the new moon. I believe it was a Libra new moon. This full moon could bring out the perfectionist in you as you try to organize chaos. I'm telling you, blood. My hairline was nearly taken by my youngest progeny. Good God. Letting this moon, as I said, this moon is a chance to let go of expectations, which can help you reach clarity, darling dears. This is a dynamically potent energy to utilize it, darling dear, by setting boundaries and making plans. This is the best time to set your intentions for the next month. The moon aligns with Pluto, a planet known for its powerful transformative energies, darling dears. You must, I repeat, you must release jealousies, power struggles, and fears. Because as a big cat, you feel everything can rise, darling dear. If you want to move towards growth and avoid drama, release, rebuild, and rejuvenate during this lunar phase. Pardon me, that was a spiritual belch, because I speaks the truth. Pinky's up. This dynamically potent energy, right, about the past, and understand matters on a deeper level. You've got to understand, darling dear. Sometimes we have to take a peek seeing what went on, where you stood in what went on, and where you stand now, darling dear. Use past mistakes to feather your way to greatness. Contemplating old situation shits and relationships. Allows you to what? Think things through, darling dear. The energy from Pluto can amp up the vibe to create struggles with others that lead to what? Tongue wrestling. I had some of that before I came to you, I told you. You have to understand the plan. It's the Scorpio, you darling dears. And anyone in your family or inner circle may be moved, right? Used to move you to tongue wrestling. But you have to understand it's to interrupt the space and time continuum. Your greatest plan, darling dear. I repeat again, don't give them the energy. Don't give those bottom feeders anything, right? Especially the ones that don't reciprocate. They like to rob, steal, and kill. Take your energies, your time, your ideas, and try and what? Feather their own nest. The same nest that they flew too fast past. Blood, bra, or cistrine. When you realize that you're in a situation where you're not being reciprocated, you're no longer heard, you do the math, you turn 14. You minus the big cat, blood. Stat. They will feel that shift. Trust and believe. Nothing like gambling and losing a big cat, darling dears. I say to you today, big cat, if they slip, you let a bitch slide. Let them slide as you skate on by. You are protected and you have purpose. And as light worker star seed, you've got to get great. You've got to stand up so you can turn around and help out another big cat. Some of you are saying, Case, but you're always talking about the bag. The bag is important. It's right up there with water and air. You're saying, but what will I... Listen, if you don't know what to spend Skrilla.com on, you're not shopping at the right shops, blood. No. You can use it to save a rainforest. Use it to do your part as a light worker starseed on this world. I'd rather be unhappy in the back of what a Bentley that I put together than happy. What? Happy on a bike with those that don't reciprocate energies. Are you mad, blah? I nearly said blah. It's blah and bra mixed leather. You're a blah. Yeah. Not having it, darling dears. Don't let them scop you. Realize certain things will come up today and over the next few days under the energy of this Virgo full moon. Can we talk about Virgo, darling dears? Just a little. Virgo is about what? Self-improvement, darling dear, as well as service. Employing all of your efforts to your routines, looking at your health and your nutrition. It also speaks about what your responsibilities, blood, your skills. Your skill set is like no other. Why? It comes from the inside out. And as you fine-tune your skill set by what? Getting a hold of your birth natal chart, looking at your north node, finding out your purpose, you will what? Cast an eye to your south node and realize the bull swanky you was born into, the karma of your ancestors, and what you've got to circumvent so that you can skate past the bull swanky and not give it another thought. Leave the thunkers where they are. Go back for no one. You are big cat. We don't come to what? Play. We come to what? Set the match for the winning of the war, darling dears. The war on spirituality, the war on being an individual in a what? Monetary driven society, darling dears. But you're saying, Case, you're contradicting what you said. The society is money driven. Get with the program. Otherwise, get your begging bowl out and wait for a bottom feeder to come and save you, because no one is coming to save you, blood. You have to save yourself in every situation. I don't care if it's with your manager at work, a family member, or even your progeny. Let no one hoodwink you and take you off your gangster. Right, now that I've got it off my chest, we're going to push on, blood, at a hot trot. They want to forget You must never forget, darling dears, Proverbs 12:24. You're a hustler, baby. And when your back is against the wall, this is when you are most dangerous. Why? You had to think about how you got there. Then you had to think how you was going to get out of there. And then you had to contemplate on how you're never going back. Order in the court. I told you many times, Big Cat, and I'm not joking. Luke 22:48, there are tabbers out there that want to hoodwink you and bring you lower than them just because they don't want to see you flying high. Walk with the wise, Big Cat, and you will be wise. Big Cat, look what we've got here. Fail on its face. Fayu is represented by the world card, darling dears. This is about wealth and abundance. This is about what? In the reverse, it talks about something that is slow to come through. It's represented by the numbers 84, 85, 86, and 87, as well as the letters F and O. In the reverse, darling dears, this talks about what? Somebody's feeling like they're a failure because they haven't seen the wealth in what they're doing. They haven't seen the comeback or the harvest season. The reason why you can't see it, darling dear, because you're too focused on the outcome. I told you many times, it's not the destination, it's the journey and how you get yourself together, darling dears. This also speaks about what worlds that you had to separate yourself from. Those that gambled on the Big Cat. They're going through what? Fear of change. They are in the dark when you have been gifted with the eye, the all-seeing eye. Are you kidding me? Somebody's going through a period of bad luck, darling dear. Possibly gambling. Listen, if you know that you're losing skrillers on the gambling, give it up, darling dears. It's not your forte. It's not your assignment. Let it go. The world card on its face also speaks about what? Something is unfinished. Something needs to be closed out once and for all. We always know the world card is the spire. A spying spy that's still watching what you've got going on. You have to what? Bury that situation, darling dear. One way or the other. It could be that you're still feeling the cords, the tug or the pull towards what was. Trying to what? Leave what is to get back to what was. You are on your own blood. I can't come with you. But like I said, I'll be here when you come back to tell you I did tell you. I did. Somebody's feeling stuck. And they're spying. Did I say Sputnik is still head of the hillbilly investigations? Let's get some charms and see what's going on, right? Let's go right to the bottom of this bag. Let's see. Only a duo. Listen, what did I say? You are being watched, darling dear. Can't you see the eyes? Yes, baby. Sputnik, the hillbilly investigator, have launched many an investigation. They're trying to see what you've got going on. This also speaks about what? Those with the darkest glass. Again, to remind you to what? Have them on, darling dear. Don't listen to their cry of help and pity, right? They're looking for your pity and your compassion because they realize you are Big Cat. Why? You managed to put yourself back together and stand up. Don't let nobody come and fool you, right? You're the one that's Stevie Wonder in Easter Island. They'll try and push around what you know to be true. Fakeazoid. Let them watch, darling dear. Someone's got to clap better than you. At your back, what do you have? You've got a dragon, darling dear. Which way is this dragon? It's in the upright. Making sure, darling dears, the dragon is in the upright. What does the dragon come with? It comes with fire, darling dear. Fire that can either kill or build. And this speaks about what you find in the hidden dragon within you, darling dear. And understanding the power that you actually wield. Knowing when to what? Hold them, when to fold them, and when to act. These spies want to come and test your gangster, darling. Just really see if you are the true. Let them come. Because everything will be thwarted. No weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper, especially when the big cat knows who they are. Self-love, self-worth, self-care. Let's get the energies around this. Gonna use the soul cards. Base of the deck. Courage, darling dear. Courage. Yea, though you walk through the valley of the shadow of darkness, you must fear no evil. Energy around today's read, darling dears. We even need to know. Thank you. Your self-esteem. And somebody's not accepting you are what's standing in your power. That your head is back and your chest is out. They would love you to be scuppered. Lose your dignity. Purple is about the dignity, darling dear. Lose the luxuries you've afforded to yourself. They don't like that everything's going your way. Right? It says, what? I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. I told you, light worker, star seed, you be. Don't allow yourself to be pulled into what? The ministrations of those that can't get up off their ass. Are quite happy to sit in the land of the blind as they hate on what you've got going on, big cat. Base of the deck. You're free. You are free, flying high, as only what? An eagle can. So you can see the crumbers. During a storm, the eagle flies above the storm, darling dears. It doesn't go through it, and it doesn't go under it. It's about your freedom, darling dear. They don't like the fact that you're free. They don't like the career that you've taken, the line that you've taken in your life. Whatever you're doing, some of you have spiritual practices. Some of you are singers. You could be a writer. Whatever you're doing, them not like it. Why? Because it's working for you. It's your creative outlet. Some of you will be what? Switching your careers. Why? Because you've not been accepted. Not really. You're not getting the promotions you truly deserve. Know your worth, darling dear, and add tax. Told you yesterday, Fendi, Prada, Louis don't go and sell black. I haven't seen it. Again, the same as yesterday, your Skrillers.coms, darling dear. Your health is on the up and up. You're making what? Right moves, right choices. As you continue to move in silence, as only a big cat can. The earth energy speaks about you being what? Dependable as well as grounded. Somebody sees your loyalty, darling dear. They're trying to work out your income from the career choice you've made. I told you. Listen, Nels, don't stop me now. They're watching, darling dear. And they would love to know what they can take from you. What you haven't got your paws on. So they can sneak it from your underneath. Final one. Let's choose. I went to the front, so we'll go to the back. A legal situation. Somebody's trying to keep you legally tied up in a situation, not wanting a situation to be over. We already saw the world card on its face. Somebody's trying to drag you back to hell in a handbasket, or trying to make you think that you're a couple, even though the situation is dead in the water. Some of you are going to be taking legal action and will be paid a big coin for a work situation. You're the one that gets freedom. As we all find out who is to blame. They don't like the truth, darling dear. But your life is based on truth. Your truth. Right, let's move on, darling dears. Gonna go with this one? No. I will use This one. Why is it hiding over there? Your security, darling dear. Your health. This also speaks about some of you are being a bit controlling at this moment in time. You have to temper that. I told you it's already in the energies. You must release jealousies, power struggles, and fears. Make sure that the struggle you have is what for the cause, the greater good, not because of your ego, because ego is not your amigo, darling dears. It's the conscious mind, and it will have you scuppered and on the hamster wheel of ruminating thoughts about how you was controlled in a situation. We're going through the subconscious, guys. Energy around the big cat today. Good golly and gosh, whatever they're crying over, blood, they're guilty for. You couldn't give two figs or one good damn. 5 of Cups on its face, darling dears. This speaks about someone being extremely depressed. Yes, going for a lot of unbalanced emotions because you chose you and chose to move on. Emotionally, darling dear, when you haven't got the big cat's emotions, you better know how to drop and roll. Yeah. You didn't wake up in this situation where you wanted to move on because the cup speaks about the emotions you had in a situation. But there's blood on the dance floor, darling. There's in the upright. It could have been a third party situation. You could have been in a situation that had you drinking and drugging it up to give yourself cognitive dissonance. So you'd keep your voice quiet. So you'd continue on the balls of your feet with the PTSD, the anxieties. This is moving away from that shiznai, darling dears. The 5 speaks about what? Conflict and moving away from conflict. The 5 of Cups on its face, darling dears. Moving on with gratitude because you had to accept the situation for what it was. Not accepting it would continue to what? Dampen your self-worth. You wouldn't have got to the point where you are now. What's this? Because you had to wash your face like David. 5 of Swords on its face. Those that want to tongue wrestle behind your back. Yes, the sword still speaks about spying, darling dear. But what they say, they have to eat shit. Why? Because they're full of it. This is 2 5s. 5 5. 55 means what? You let it go. You dropped it like it was not a hot commodity. You realized that it was a whole bushel of burdens. Somebody's also feeling that getting some form of surgery is going to heal their emotionals, darling dears. Doesn't matter what you do to your body, darling dear, if you haven't got it right in your cranium. Your cranium has to be right first. Let's see this. Let's get my tiny cards. Base of the deck, you are a manifester, darling dear, and you are in manifestation mode. You have all of the tools. It also speaks about travel. We already know that you've traveled and moved on emotionally from this situation. This person or people are lacking in confidence, darling dear. So the guilty always want numbers. This person went as far as to be violent with you. They used what? A 2-piece on you, big cat. And again, look at this. We've got 5 5 5. You are the change. You chose not to indulge, right? Or pander to their wicked ways. You didn't fight them. You realize that you can't compete where you don't compare, and you was not cut from the same cloth. You were sent into these people's lives, whether by birth or any other method that they came into your life. You came as the light. You was meant to be what? Power couples building businesses. There was no camaraderie here. We see this what? With the upside down Ace of Cups. Blocking your creativities. This was a funeral, darling dears. Right? They are still stagnant and stuck as you've released yourself from this obsessive energy. But they're still obsessed, darling dear. They're still watching as you continue to break every chain, every dysfunctional tie to this situation that had you stuck for some time. Could be as much as 8 years. Influences around the big cat at this moment in time. What did I say? The Empress. or emperor of everything. Abundant, darling dear. Some of you may even be pregnant. If not, you are fertile with infinite possibilities. You come with what? The earth and the Saturn. The earth and the Venus energy. I nearly said Saturn. So somebody's being gifted a reward. Because you've already been through the rules and regulations, and we clearly saw the first card was that you moved on from the situation. What's influencing you at this moment in time is your confidence. Can't you see all that lovely yellow? You're being assertive in your life, and you are showing them, they, them, and how to do it. This is knowing your worth. Listen, I didn't even see that. And you've got your third eye on bitches and mitches. I think now people are starting to understand what spiritual ranking is. The baddest cat. Base of the deck. What did I say? The bad energy you see before it comes. This also speaks about a frenemy, somebody you held close. They did not come to bring peace, darling dear. They had a knife for your back, always did. The moon is represented by Pisces as well as Cancer energy, darling dears. In the upright, it also speaks about what? Again, the fakeazoids. You intuitively knew this. People can be jealous for the least little thing. Could be how you put on your eyelashes, your press-on eyelashes, blood. And the fact that you have the Skrilla.com. This also speaks about the true loyalty that you are calling towards you. Some of you are about to kick off this new month of March that we are stepping into, right? With Skrilla.com. Any business you have, any knowledge that you are hoping to achieve. This is also speaking of the calling in of true loyalty, those that give full on reciprocation. And of peace. And you're vigilant, blood. You're not letting just anybody in. This is spiritual strength of the wounded warrior. You've been through that do-si-do before. This is why you don't have no blindfold over your eyes. And you have it around your cranium, darling dear, because you're not going to lose your head over a situation, right? That had to be gone. Everything is behind you, darling dears. Some of you are still on fight or flight mode. You need to put that shit down because you will not be able to think straight to co-create and get to where you're supposed to be as the empress of everything or emperor. What about those that are currently or about to be in the big cat's lives? What about those coming towards the big cat? You will also draw the toxic, darling dear. This is why it's very important for you to have your third eye buffed up. For you to understand what you actually overcame. Those situations were sent to wake you up and let you know that you are what? Hioka, high priest or priestess. That you carry spiritual weight. You also sit between the two pillars of wisdom, Boaz and Jashin, for completion and beginning. The season that you are beginning, darling dears, you'll be leading with what? Empress energy. Know this. When you've got that glow, you work it like what? A $2 hoe. Blessings are being rained down on your head, but you have to also understand, when you are being blessed, the devil has the chance to send in one of its strongest workers to take you off your goal. Sometimes you have to concede a battle in order to win the war. How do you do that? You fall back, realizing that you are what? He or she for whom the sun rises. Fist bump. Base of the deck, as I said. Vigilant, darling dear. And you're not going to be taken off your flip-flop. Your common sense. For some people, the common sense is like a superpower. And it's a flower that does not grow in every garden, blood. I've seen it. These same said ones got you angry, but they want to tell you how angry to get after they've what? Got a hold of your psychological password and you're trying to bite off your proverbial foot to get away. What about the watchers? They're watching your loyalty, darling dear. Realizing that you came with what? Everything. You was the full package. You've got your psychic abilities. This also speaks about what? A mother or a wife, a loyal advisor, somebody who is deep into their spirituality, right? What did I say? And you see the Ace of Wands, it's the truth roof. Pinkies up. They see that you're calm, darling dear. This is why they will be sent in, the strongest workers. Look, Knight of Cups fell right on the Empress's face. This silver-tongued devil who has the rusty cup of opium that's been around the world and only wants a one-night stand. They want to get into your seat of Emperors and Empresses, the platinum we discuss on a regular basis. That shouldn't be wasted. That energy, darling dears, is for co-creating. Yes, you can use it to procreate, but good golly and gosh, we're talking about spiritual war at the moment. They want to come back and lie to you and keep you stuck. Used what? Doppelganger emotions. Not true emotions, because this is also a third party as toxic. They've still got someone in the background. And this is Four of Cups on its face, darling dear. What does that speak about? A missed opportunity that they know they can't get back. Split the deck. Only an emperor. What was it? A king? An emperor? The Hierophant or a mage can approach the throne, darling dear. Some of you, as I said and I keep saying, you're about to either what? Boss up even more in their face. Go into what? A great partnership with somebody who has morals, darling dear. This also represents the father, as the Empress represents the mother. This is also a divine union for some of you. Some of you are not ready yet, darling dears, because you still have more work to do on yourself. And if divine was to truly gift you with your divinely guided partner at this time, you would be unequally yoked. Do that work, because the Emperor's coming, darling dear. This is an 11-11 fade. Marriage card, working together for mutual benefit. Taking action to make sure that everyone as a whole is protected and provided for. Well, guess what? You're not looking for a provider. You're the Empress. You can provide for thyself. You are looking for someone who's coming through the same, giving you the same energy. Reciprocation season. You already know it. It's your spirituality that they're not liking. This is what they're trying to talk down on as they continue to spy by the side of the road. All because you chose you, darling dear, and walked away from a situation that was emotionally taking your hairline blood, your common sense, wasting your time. You had to wrap yourself in that red cloak of wisdom and lean onto the same Ace of Wands that was handed to you by God for a mission impossible, for you to leave a situation that was not for you. It was meant to wake you up, which it did. You ain't going to be taking no offers from a page, blood. This is helping hands. They want to help because you've got a solid foundation. You've got security. Again, Four of Pentacles. They're seeing you as a major craftsperson in your field because you've been working hard, building up your businesses, getting your educations in, whether it was by your own hand or you went to an institute for it. They see you as sound and stable in them streets, darling dear. And a good idea. They want to come and invest in you, right? But God, hey, listen, when they thought they won a war, we already saw 3 5s, this goes to a 4. It speaks about what? Something coming to fruition, darling dear. You are at the final lane for those of you that's done all of the shadow work. What did I say? Manifesting, and they want to come back to confuse everything. This cheating chitara, this what frenemy, this family member that was nobody's family, this is now a distant relative. This is also you what? Some of you are in your cranium about leaving a job or a situation. You don't understand that if you stay in that situation, you will always be cheated. You can manifest whatever you want, but it comes from self-belief, putting Father, God, Mother Isis first and trusting in the unseen. But you have to take that leap of faith. No one can do it for you, especially not this liar and cheat that will have you what? With the T-Rex arms, blood. And you know how T-Rex just goes straight for the meat. Straight for the meat. Split the deck. You also have a spellcaster on your tail, darling dear. Somebody who's jealous of you. Queen of Wands in reverse is somebody who's not against going and doing a graveyard Watusi, right? Because they're seeing you from a different perspective. What they intended to kill, right, or put you in the madhouse, right, barking at passing cars, it didn't work. You weren't stuck. You're not delayed. They can't understand it. These pages. And they try to pay a coin to keep you stuck. There's no amount of money you can pay, right, to bring a light worker star seed chosen by their ancestral lineage, gifted with all of the skills they couldn't use in their time. Are you mad, blood? The only question on the table now, darling dears, is do you believe that you are protected and guided? That you are making the right choices in this season? Again, it points to the divine union for some of you guys. You have Archangel Michael at your back. You call Michael to cover you from the whatever this Queen of Wands in reverse is trying to chuck at you. It's also malicious words. This person is bitter and twisted. This person is not above being a tree sloth, using sex magic to get what they want. And a big dealer to boot. Listen, if this is the couple that's watching you from the background, they need to stay together, blood. They need to go and get the Gorilla Glue and glue themselves together. This is a match made in Hades. This person will never be there for them to back them up. They're too busy looking gorgeous. Going to meet all and sundry. This is someone with the unsatisfied eyes. And this queen is watching you. Watching all of what? What went on in the past with this Knight of Wands. They can't control them. Listen, how can you control a dick dealer when you met them as a dick dealer or a mattress bag? All you did was open up what? A position for someone else. Yes! Whoever wanted to be the main choice in this love triangle, right? It's game, set, and match. They got exactly what they truly deserved. They must, I repeat, must stay together. Continue your transformation because it's a rebirth of you. Law 25 of the 48 laws of power. A new beginning for you. One new beginning is now dead, darling dear, so that your true beginning can begin. Split the deck. A beginning where there will be no lies, there will be no confusion, where there will not, I repeat, not be lack of clarity. Outrageous. What is it about your freedom, darling dear? Let's get another deck. What's them got their knickers in a twist over your freedom? That's a lot of cards, blood, and I wasn't even ready. But I'll take these two. Because you've made progress, darling dear, and they haven't. I told you, they're getting many spiritual restrictions on them. Delays in everything. One's is in their job, in their movement. They've even got delays in their travel plans. They can't go where they want to go. Why? Because they ain't got it, blood. Too busy trying to find out what a big cat is doing to water their own garden. What else? Them is a thief of everything. They'll teeth the sleep out of your eyes and sell it on the black market if they could. Right? What's this? They've got a life-threatening illness, situational behaviors. As long as it's outside the perimeter, we couldn't give a two good goddams. Couldn't. Right? Blessing blocker. You was the right package at the wrong address. And they got them unsatisfied eyes. What did I tell you? Whomsoever this Queen of Wands in reverse is in a union with, darling dear. They're dealing with dealer personified. Yeah, a full-on homosexual that only needs the strength to pay one bill. What bill's that? The mobile bill to keep in contact with the horde, blood. They're going through what? Fear, worry, anxiety, and stress the F out. Because you are their karma, darling dears. They are what being cursed by their own actions to look for you in every other, right, person they meet. But your energy is a once in a lifetime thing, big cat. Many are called, but few are chosen. When you chose you, darling dear, you activated your ancestral gifts. They don't like your progress, eh? Look at this shit. Look at that. Spiritual gel. Listen, nothing like being on the docket, right? And it fell on the teeth of everything. Nails! Sorry. While they're seeing you have many options, they have none, darling dear. They have to live with what they co-created in the crevice of the devil's balls. With their unsatisfied eyes, put this where it fell. On the fear, the worry, the anxiety, and being stressed the F out. Real hairline taking stuff, guys. What did I say? Them in their hillbilly investigations are being launched. They don't want it to happen, especially for you. They hate the fact that you was able to progress. If you've got progeny, you stood up and they stood up with you. You may feel as though your life is just what mundane, nothing's really happening, but good golly and gosh, if you sat at the table with 5 of those bottom feeders and saw what they was working with, you'll be glad to get up with your little what? Your bag, as you do a tinky winky. Remember, Law 10 of the 48 Laws of Power. Avoid, avoid, avoid. Don't feel sorry for no one. Too bad, too sad. Was they sorry when they took your hairline? Was they sorry when they diseased you? Was they sorry when they gave you a 2-piece? And it's not the 2-piece you get with a biscuit from KFC. Right? It'll be the investigations. Divine wants you to ground yourself, darling. Dear. Go to the ocean, go out into nature, get your feet in them grass, put your feet or your hands in that water. And remember, when you are around the ocean, any large body of water, this is when the veil is thinnest between what? The 5D and the 3D. Set your intentions, darling dears, as we will be setting our intentions for what? Peace and enlightenment as we all take the knee. On the 2nd of March, 2022, at 2:22 a.m. and 2:22 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, we will be of one mind. I've told you this many times, Big Cat. We are the unknown wild card. You have to ground yourself in order to what? Continue with the freedoms, darling dears. Ground yourself. What's this trying to peep out? Your ethics, mate. Lead with the ethics. Do unto others what you want done to yourself. And you have to remember, darling dear, some of you may even be caught up with, but they said if they loved you, would they sleep with someone else? Would they disease you? Would they beat you? Would they lie on you? That's not love, darling dear. It's a what? An unfathomable, thankless task to be in that situation. And there's pain. We've already seen the Queen of Wands on her face. She will do anything to see what's going on with you. Because they can't control the dealer with the mattress back. Those that have the unsatisfied eyes. And they don't understand it. They would love to blame it on you, Big Cat. But it's nothing to do with it because you've minded your own business. Nobody can mind their business like the Big Cat. I've seen it. I'm one of them. You got an in-law that's got it in for you, darling dear, and a legal situation that they're trying to keep you stuck in, right? Told you this, right? You've got to what? Be a stripper cat, literally and figuratively, right? And how can you do that? By getting the knowledge, darling dear. Nothing like having your file and your evidence is, especially if it's a court proceedings. And this also speaks about what? Continue forward. You can't take them with you, big cat. They have their own path and their own road to go, especially the one that is what in cahoots with the Queen of Wands on her face, blood, tree sloth. Panani and Futum in the air like a gang sign, right? You have to strip that away in order to progress. I told you, listen, baby, you need a fan because I'm telling you, you've got fans. You are in the spotlight. Some of you will be stepping into spotlight in whatever field you have chosen to what hold your gangster, big cat. And they are watching, waiting for you to fall, for you to stumble or miss a step. But yet every day, yet still you rise, yet still here you be. Some of you will be getting a new home, darling dear, out of this situation because you put you first. Do we go here? No, it's saying to come over here. Right. What else do we need to know about the freedoms, darling dears? We need to know. What else about your freedoms? Full speed ahead, darling dear. And the wind speaks about what? Air signs. It speaks about you what? Using your mind. Look for the logic in every situation, darling dear. That's where you will find the truth and true direction. It also speaks about your intellect, darling dear. Listen, did I already told you was a clever cat? Yes, baby. Why? Because you're professor of the puzzle. You have the strength of experience, darling dear. The wind also speaks about what? A lot of talking being done at your back. But you're the rock of ages, darling dear. They're sweating your security and how stable you are. Okay, and they're chatting you up, are they? Told you. Ain't got nothing better to do. Why? Because they are the bird that flew too fast past their nest. Can't leave a big cat behind. Big cat leaves you, blood. Fist bump. Right? The hands, those same begging hands want to come and beg you back. Always got the hands open, right, to take what they can from a big cat, but no hand is what? Giving. Base of the deck. Don't listen to them. The shell is your ear. They come with the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. Don't listen. Pay no attention to them. That's a lot of cards, blood. Remember, big cat, you are not a tree. You can move anytime you want. You don't have to stay in that same paradigm. But in saying that, I have to also say, you are the root and cause of everything. Be careful of what branches you allow to be on your tree. Some have to be scuppered forever. Right? Because they want you to bite the apple just like Eve did. Crystal and the skull, darling dear. A crystal skull is supposed to be what? The most powerful crystal on this Malkuth, darling dear. And this is also showing you what powers you actually hold. Your power comes from the spirit world. This is what the skull represents, darling dear. You have spiritual weightage. Use it wisely. Call your security at any time. Sleep on any decision you have to make. Some of you are getting crystal healing at this moment in time. Well, I love myself somewhat. Obsidian black crystal. I will even go as far as the snowflake obsidian as well as the tourmaline. The tiger's eye. A quartz crystal will elevate any other crystals you have around it. And plus, it's a good crystal to use before you step into any building. Get yourself a pendulum, darling dear. I couldn't give a flying or a sideways who's watching me when I take out my pendulum. Why? My energies are very important. And if this big cat loses her head, what's going to happen to my progeny? You have to be wise, big cat. You have spiritual weightage. Final card, and then we're going to push off. And then I'll be coming back with the Cancer March 2022 read. Round and round. This is also the sign of Chakra in Reiki, darling dears. This is a new beginning for you, darling dear, but you choose how fast or slow you go towards your dignity, your luxury, your grounding. It's your choice. It's your turn to jump off the hamster wheel if you want. But you have to remember, this ride is taking us to the destination. This spiritual journey that you embarked on when you didn't even know that you was on the path. Base of the deck. Let them watch, darling dear. Let them watch. Let them wonder, because you can't stop a hillbilly investigator. No. Somebody must watch to see you rise. The flags speak about your transformation, spiritual transformation, as you use the transformative energies of Pluto today, darling dears, to plan, plot, and strategize. Release what needs to be released. You can't be jealous of anyone else's situation, especially if you already had them, darling dear. You know what they serve. And your loyal heart, one will become two. Know this. On that note, continue to tap into your self-esteem and toddle over to Teesprings, toddle over to Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked and don't smoke yourself. If they slipped, let them slide. Don't go back to save no one. You've seen the horror films. When they hear that noise in the basement, I ain't looking, blood, because none of my business is in the basement. I'm too busy trying to get to the attic. You feel me? Fist bump. And as I always say, from the ashes, baby, namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. Don't look back, darling dears. Keep going forward. And what they wanted for you is on them. Know this. As we go forward, never backwards. Thank you all for the super chats, darling dears. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.